10 signs they love your hand, not your heart. The pitfalls of doing too much for people. In relationships, it's essential to distinguish between genuine love and people who are merely interested in what you can do for them. Often, the imbalance becomes clear when one partner gives excessively, while the other simply takes. Below are 10 signs that someone may love your hand, what you offer, and not your heart, who you truly are. 1. They only reach out when they need something. If someone only contacts you when they need help, whether it's financial, emotional, or logistical, this indicates a relationship based on convenience, not genuine care. Such relationships lack depth and true connection. 2. They never give back. In a balanced relationship, both partners give and take. When they constantly take from you but never offer support, time, or gifts in return, it's a clear sign that they're more interested in what you provide than building a reciprocal bond. 3. They show little interest in your life. A person who loves you will care about your well-being and take an active interest in your life. If they rarely ask about your day, feelings, or experiences, they might be indifferent to your emotional needs, signaling a lack of true affection. 4. They lack emotional support. True love involves standing by someone through thick and thin. If they disappear during your low points and only return when they need something, it shows a lack of emotional commitment to the relationship. 5. They disappear when you stop giving. When the flow of favors stops, do they distance themselves? This is a telling sign that their interest lies more in what they can extract from you rather than in maintaining a connection with you as a person. 6. They don't appreciate your efforts. A loving partner will always appreciate your kindness, whether big or small. If they take your generosity for granted and show no gratitude, it suggests that they expect you to continue giving, with little value for your efforts. 7. They prioritize their needs over yours. In a healthy relationship, both people care about each other's needs. If they always expect you to cater to them and rarely consider your needs, it's a sign that they are focused on what benefits them most. 8. They make you feel guilty for saying no. If you set boundaries or refuse to give and they make you feel guilty or manipulate your emotions, it's a red flag. This behavior indicates they are more interested in your resources than in respecting your limits and feelings. 9. They're only interested in material gains. If they get more excited about gifts, money, or other material benefits than about spending quality time with you, this suggests that they value what you provide materially over the emotional connection. 10. They don't invest in the relationship. Healthy relationships require both partners to invest time, effort, and emotional energy. If they're not willing to do their part to nurture the relationship, it's likely they're only involved for what they can get out of it. Recognizing these signs early on helps prevent you from being taken advantage of. A relationship should be mutual, where both partners are equally invested emotionally, and your value is not just about what you can offer. 10 pitfalls of doing too much for people. When you overextend yourself in a relationship, the effects can be emotionally and mentally draining. Below are 10 pitfalls of giving too much. 1. Emotional burnout. Constantly giving to others without receiving can lead to emotional exhaustion. This strain can cause stress, anxiety, and even depression, leaving you feeling overwhelmed and depleted. 2. Neglecting your own needs. When you prioritize others over yourself, you neglect your own self-care. Over time, this self-neglect can cause dissatisfaction and frustration, lowering your self-esteem. 3. Loss of boundaries. Overgiving can blur the lines between helping and overcommitting. Without clear boundaries, others may begin to expect more from you, taking advantage of your kindness. 4. Enabling dependency. When you do too much for others, you risk creating dependency. This stunts their ability to take responsibility for their own problems, leading to an unbalanced dynamic. 5. Loss of personal identity. By focusing solely on others, you may lose sight of your personal goals and desires. Your sense of self becomes tied to what you do for others, rather than who you are. 6. Attracting takers. Overgiving can attract selfish individuals who only care about what they can gain from you. They are often more interested in benefiting from your kindness without any desire to reciprocate. 7. Resentment and frustration. When you constantly give and don't receive the same level of care, resentment can build. This can lead to bitterness and frustration, even if you initially gave out of generosity. 8. Feeling unappreciated. Overgiving often leads to being taken for granted. Others might expect your help without showing appreciation, leaving you feeling unvalued and resentful. 9. Burning bridges when you stop. Once you decide to stop overgiving, some people may react negatively or abandon the relationship altogether, revealing that their attachment was based on what you could provide. 10. Neglecting important relationships. By over-focusing on certain individuals, you may inadvertently neglect other important relationships. This can cause imbalance and strain in your closest connections, including family and friends. How to foster balanced relationships. To cultivate healthy relationships where love is genuine and not based on what you can offer, consider the following strategies. 1. Set boundaries. Define your limits clearly. It's important to protect your emotional well-being by not overextending yourself. 2. Encourage reciprocity. Foster a balanced relationship by encouraging your partner to actively contribute to nurturing the relationship. 3. Prioritize self-care. Ensure that you take time for yourself and engage in activities that bring you joy. A balanced life enriches both you and your relationships. 4. Foster emotional connection. Build a deep emotional bond through communication and shared experiences. This will strengthen the relationship and shift focus away from material or transactional interactions. 5. Reflect on the relationship. Regularly assess whether the relationship feels balanced. If you feel unappreciated or that your efforts are being taken for granted, it may be time to reevaluate. By staying mindful of these pitfalls and strategies, you can create healthier, more fulfilling connections that are based on mutual love and respect. Remember, when you do too much for people, they start loving your hand, not you heart. Beware. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more.